Official Ben Toner, and it will be Watford wearing their traditional yellow shirts, and they've gone back to a red short this season, getting the game started, shooting from left to right as we look at it here at the main stand. Early ball forward over to that left-hand side in front of the Graham Taylor stand, and they've won an early throw. The Albion fans, over 2,000 of which have made the journey down this afternoon, away to our right-hand side. And it is a game between 8th and 7th, two teams who want to show that they're capable of finishing inside the playoffs this season, going head-to-head here at the Vic. There's an early touch for Porteous, across towards Ngakia on the right-hand side. Watford around the halfway line mark. Here is Kwadwo Bar, back inside towards Sissoko, hits it against the shins of Imran Loza, and intercepted here by Uros Ratchets. Now Jason Malumbi, full of running in the early part here, down the right-hand channel towards Tom Fellows. 1v1 up against the defender. Fellows steps inside against Morris, goes backwards to Darnell Furlong. Furlong has Ratchets with him. Furlong turns on the right-hand side. Fellows ahead of him. He goes inside towards Malumbi. That's a late challenge from Malumbi there on Watford's number 17 and captain Musa Sissoko.
Yeah, a bit of a late challenge from Jason there, but in fairness to him, the ball was a little bit off. But see Watford's intention straight away, straight from the goal kick, back to the goal kick. They're very direct, they're going long straight away. The keeper's picked the ball up now. They're not going to try and play it from the back too much. They're going to get the ball in areas where they know they can try and hurt us, but we've made a relatively good start. We look sharp and bright, so it's good.
It's a big, strong Watford team. And straight away, they're going to go route one here with Daniel Bachmann hitting it forward towards Vakoum Bayo. All 6'4" of him. Over his head it runs, and straight through to Alex Palmer. Albion will be wary of a quick start from Watford. They scored within the opening 3 minutes here last season in a 2-2 draw. Both games last season finished 2-2. It was tipping it down that night in September, Andy, you might remember.
I do indeed.
Poor old John, the videographer, and Frads, the photographer, got absolutely soaked. They had to change into spare tracksuits in the tunnel area by the changing rooms after that game. It really was a wet night. Here is Torbjorn Hegem. He's got his first goal for Albion last Sunday in the 2-2 draw. Speaking of 2-2 draws with Sheffield United last weekend, here is Karlan Grant trying to receive a pass from Josh Maja, runs behind him and out for a throw to Watford, which Jeremy Ngakia will take, the former West Ham United man. Callum Styles very high as Ngakia throws it over his head in towards Kwadwo Bar. Tries to get past three players into Sissoko. Sissoko to Vakoum Bayo. Here is Bar, four Albion players around him. Bar holds onto the ball. Challenge comes in from Ratchich.
Looks lively, Bar,
over the line for a throw to the Hornets.
Looks very lively, Bar. You know, on the ball, dancing around, strong. That's good players, Watford. Have to be very, very much on our game today.
Ngakia into the former Celtic man, Vakoum Bayo. Now Sissoko in the middle of the pitch for Watford. Morris plays it across to the left. Here is the young Irish international, number 21, Rocco Vata. Drives inside and then gives the ball away straight to Josh Maja. The Watford have a man down here.
Yeah, he took one in the face. It was an accident. It was from Callum Styles, I think. I don't think it was that bad, but he did catch him.
It was Vakoum Bayo, the Ivorian international, down on this near side, about 5 yards in from the right-hand touchline. Bayo eventually gets back up to his feet.
It makes me laugh. I mean, how long would he have laid there until the referee stopped the game? Would he, you know? If you're just going to get up, just get up and get on with the game.
Doesn't take you long to get frustrated, does it, Andy?
Well,
3
no,
minutes and 50 seconds.
Well, do you know what I mean? Are you going to lay there, or are you going to just get on with the game? He's had to wait for, oh, yeah, I'm OK now. Just get up and get on with it. He hardly caught him anyway.
No sympathy from Andy Johnson as play continues with the ball dropped at the feet of Mason
We've just
Holgate.
said they're a big, powerful, strong side, and then he goes and does that. It makes us look like we don't know what we're talking about, Jez.
Say that quietly. Here is Bartley. Now Holgate across towards Darnell Furlong on the right-hand side, just inside his own half. Back to Holgate and back all the way to Alex Palmer. 10 clean sheets in 20 games. That's a very good return.
Yeah, excellent.
The club's number one. Holgate clips it forward towards Josh Maja, chests it down.
Brilliant.
That's a clever touch. Malumbi inside even further towards Styles. It was behind him though, and Styles knocks it forward towards Kwadwo Bar, who will have a run here at Hegem. Hegem will try and stay with him. Hegem does brilliantly, barges Bar off the ball, but Bar gets back at it and plays it along the floor into the gloves of Alex Palmer. But that's a good battle out there.
That's going to be a
Hegem
great battle, those two good players, and that was very even there, that battle. Really looking forward to seeing a bit more of that.
Full of running, Kwadwo Bart.
Yeah, he's a good player.
Only 21.
But he's up against a good defender in Hegem as well.
Here is Josh Matcher.
Oh, he's brilliant.
Comes deep to receive the ball. Tom Fellows is now playing as a centre forward. Malumbi out to the right-hand side, and Darnell Furlong back into Jason Malumbi. Here is Uros Racic. Big afternoon for him.
Yeah.
Haven't seen the best of him yet, Uros Racic. Hopefully we can do today, Andy.
Yeah, I think so. You know, again, he's been in and out, and I always think it's difficult for a player. I just want to see him, you know, dominate the midfield with his physical presence.
There's Bartley. Now Grant receives it well and can turn and drive at this Watford back four. Tries to slip it in behind to Styles, intercepted. Comes as far as Racic. 35 yards away from goal, central position. Sprays it out to the right-hand side. Fellows here is up against Rocco Vata. Cross comes in from Fellows to the back post. It's over everyone in there. Callum Styles will chase out to this left-hand side to try and retrieve it. And he's done well there, Callum Styles. Infield towards Karlan Grant. Grant down the channel now. 2 Watford players around him. Grant turns and faces up against Ngakia and Sissoko. Now Racic. Quick feet from him to get away from Vacuum Bio. Racic turning up against Ngakia. Racic gets to the byline. Well. Cross comes along the floor. Cleared away by Porteous. And that will be a throw to Watford after it clips Karlan Grant's calf.
Does well there, Racic, doesn't he? Great feet. Dancing round. Good power. Manages to get across and it could have gone anywhere. I know you said it clipped Karlan Grant, but he's asking a question. I don't think it did.
So for Watford, and Ngakia to take. Throws it over the head of Callum Styles towards Bio. It's bounced off Bio. And a throw is given for the Baggies. Here is Styles. Throws it inside, looking for Madja, but it was well watched there by Imran Louza. Albion win it back though. The Moroccan gives it away. Here is Madja. Plays it behind Uros Racic, and in steps Georgi Shakvertadze, and Watford a 3v2 with Shakvertadze driving through the middle. Here's Bio, edge of the box, gets it caught underneath his feet and then gives it away to Callum Styles, who recovered well. Well, it was a great chance there for Watford to capitalise. They had the numerical advantage. Shakvertadze driving at pace, Bio to the left, Bar to the right. Went for Bio. Bio just got the ball caught underneath his feet, hasn't he?
Well, I think it's the right pass, to be honest, but I just think he did it too early. You've got to commit one of the defenders. When you're playing 3v2, you've got to draw one of the players out and slide him in. He just went too early with the pass for me. Well, thankfully for us anyway, but we've got to be careful. If Hegem's going to go in there, he's got to slide. He's got to take the ball. I don't mean to sound this bad, but either that or he's got to take the man. He's got to take a yellow card, because that should have been 1-0.
Here is Furlong playing it inside. It's a great ball. Looking here for Tom.
Go on, slide it in.
Where he is. Fellows ball across the face of the 6-yard box is cleared by a Watford defender as Malumbi smashes it back into the penalty area, and again it falls for a Watford defender. Sissoko driving out from his own penalty area to the left-hand side of the pitch. He's poked it towards the corner flag, and Albion will get a throw. It's a super ball in behind from Darnell Furlong. Backman came, then backtracked. Fellows got the cross in, but there was a Watford defender back recovering to clear the initial danger, and then Malumbi's cross was cleared as well, and Albion will have to settle for a throw on the right-hand side.
I initially thought, Jez, that it was a bad cross from Tom, but it wasn't. I'm going to say it's good defending from the Watford player, but that's a good break, and that's exactly what Carlos has set this team up to do, nicking it like in those positions, and then a great ball from Darno, as you said, and just the counter-attack football, quick.
Long throw coming in from Furlong. In towards Hegem, it's bounced on through. It might come to the back post here, but it's a Watford down there first and just hoofed forward.
Have that.
Well, it is Sunday. Bit of Sunday League defending there from Jeremy Ngakia. Somewhere, or sometimes anywhere will do. And it was a case of that from Ngakia there as Bio and Holgate battle for it on this near touchline in front of the Albion dugout. Goes out for a Baggies throw.
I don't mind seeing that.
Neither do I, Andy.
You know what I mean? It's like, it's good defending. It's bouncing around in your penalty area. They're not going to score if you put your laces through it and send it 3 miles into the air.
Here is Racic down the line. One for Callum Styles to change here with Porteous. Goes back to Backman. Backman hits it forward up towards the halfway line. Shakvertadze jumps with Jason Malumbi. Both miss it. And Uros Racic is there to collect inside the centre circle. Racic out to the right-hand side. Furlong goes back into his own half this time.
It'll be interesting to see how Callum Styles copes with a wing-back position, so to speak. I mean, he's up and down his touchline already. Very, very difficult, lot of energy. You're going to have to play that position. Up to now, he's doing well, but we're only approaching 10 minutes in. It's going to be a long afternoon if he's going to keep galloping forward on those runs, but I hope he does.
Throw for Albion to be taken here by Torbjorn Hegem. Styles played it forward and it's blocked off by Ngakia. Grant receives it off Hegem, goes back to Kyle Bartley. Watford half pressing, half staying where they are. Bayo is the man to chase Ratchett as he fires it into the feet of Josh Madger. It's an uncharacteristic loose touch from him, and then it's played forward, but Ratchett slides in to take it off the toes of Bayo, and straight to Palmer it goes.
He's made a good start, Ratchett. Very good start. He's looked lively, he's dominated. Good tackles, good play. It's more what I expect to see of him.
As Karlan Grant dispossessed by Imran Louza, the Moroccan wearing number 10. Was on loan at Lorient in France in the second half of last season. And Ngakia plays it forward. It was a hit and hope ball, really. And there's an offside flag up against Bayo as Bartley gets there first. Well, I was flicking through the Watford Twitter feed, Andy, before the game, and Watford fans not too impressed that Ngakia named in the 11. Their argument is that there's a couple of right-backs that should be ahead of him, but in the team here today, it's just his 5th appearance of the season. Here is Karlan Grant, turns away from that man Ngakia, trying to slip it through for Madger on the edge of the box, played it behind him, and it runs on through to Batman. 11 minutes gone on WBA Radio and WBA TV. Watford 0, Albion 0. It's been a lively start by both.
Yeah, very lively. Been a good start. Enjoyable. Oh, go on, Nick.
Plays it to Madger on the edge of the box. It comes to Karlan Grant. Malumbi shooting, hits the back of Josh Madger and falls for Moussa Sissoko, who nods it down to Ngakia, who puts his boot through it again. And fires it straight out to the other side of the pitch. But Daniel Bachmann taking a massive, massive chance there and just about getting away with it. It hit Josh Madger, it ricocheted to Karlan Grant on the edge of the box. He teed up Malumbi, and Malumbi's strike was blocked by Josh Madger. Bachmann probably had it covered, Andy.
Yeah, he did.
But Madger just couldn't quite get out of the way.
Well, it's great, it's encouraging. I mean, you know, we should be confident. We should be coming here full of confidence. As Carlos said, come here and do what no other team's done. You know, come and get all 3 points. And it's been a very, very good start. I think we should have done better there. I think we should have at least worked the goalkeeper. I know it hits Josh Madger, but a little bit more composure in the penalty area. And I think that's a great scoring opportunity.
Here is Furlong taking this long throw in towards Hegem. It goes. Imran Louza puts him off. It goes straight back from where it came, and then Furlong tried to be cheeky over on that far side. Too cheeky. Rocco Vata knew what was coming there, and the ball bounces off Furlong's laces and out for a throw to Watford in the left-back position.
Well, we've certainly got under the skin of this Watford team. You know, they've not probably experienced much of this at home. They tend to dominate possession, overpower teams, and they're just not getting away with it at the moment. They're playing very, very well.
There is Fellows trying to bring it down this time, as Watford play the throw forward, headed back by Furlong. Furlong to Fellows, and Fellows couldn't quite keep it in play. Another throw for Watford, played into Shakbatadze this time. He can't keep it safe, and Albion have it with Josh Madger on the right-hand side. Played down the line by
unlucky
Furlong, and then Fellows tries a backheel into the pass of the Albion right-back, but it's intercepted, and Albion win the throw as Watford play it forward. A flurry of throws here, another one Albion's way.
Frantic, isn't it? I mean, he's come over the top of Josh Madger there, the Watford defender. It's very, very frantic over there on that right-hand side. It's a firecracker game.
Been about 20 throws already in this one as Daniel Furlong prepares to take another. Into Malumbi it goes. Furlong back to Malumbi again, and Albion work out of that tight space on the right-hand side into the middle of the pitch via Mason Holgate into Kyle Bartley. Bartley gives it back to the Jamaican international. Here is Holgate into the feet of Madger, tries to turn it round a corner. It's blocked by a Watford defender. There is Kwadwo Bar into a challenge with Madger, and then Shakbatadze gets away from Ratchett. Here is Shakbatadze up towards the edge of the box, and here's Rocco Vata, steps onto his right foot, shoots. It's blocked by Furlong, and Tom Fellows gets to the ball first ahead of James Morris, trying to keep it safe. He's got 3 Watford players around him, and they win it back here, the Hornets. Rocco Vata, 25 yards away from goal, plays it backwards to Louza. Left-hand side now is Morris. Here is Rocco Vata trying to turn past Holgate, who blocks it, comes as far as Imran Louza. And here again come Watford. Shakbatadze. Here is Louza. Square. Into Ryan Porteous. Porteous fires the ball out towards Kwadwo Bar, who will have a run here at Styles. Full of pace, full of exuberance. Into Sissoko. Lays it to the right. Ngakia gets a dangerous-looking ball in, headed away by Holgate. Only as far as Rocco Vata. And it's crashed back off the crossbar and nodded behind.
Push in the back.
By Mason Holgate. There was a push there by Vacuum Bayo. Albion will get the free kick, but Watford are denied the game's opening goal. Rocco Vata crashing the ball against the crossbar inside the opening 15 minutes.
Well, a good bit of play from Watford, in fairness to them. They keep the ball in there, they keep the pressure on. It's a super ball in. This starts it all off, and as it comes out of Vata, it's crashed a thundering shot against the bar. Just need to settle things down. Just take the sting out again. They're going to have periods where they're on top, and they're going to have pressure.
Hegem back to Bartley.
It's got to
Bartley
go,
back to Hegem.
It's got to go.
Playing their way into trouble here. Hegem does just about enough to poke it away from Kwadwo Bart. Albion given away a throw, though, inside their own half, which is taken here by Porteous into Loser. Loser goes back to the number 6, Matty Pollock. Ryan Porteous to Loser again. Drags the ball away from Karlan Grant. And rolls it back to Pollock, the former Grimsby Town man. There is Pollock to Backman. Back towards Ryan Porteous. You might remember, Andy, in the opening game of Euro 2024, he was sent off for Scotland, playing against Germany in the first half.
Yes, he was, yeah.
Here is Ngakia, penalty that Kai Havertz converted for the tournament hosts. Seems a long way away now, doesn't it?
It does seem a long, long way away. They went, they ended up getting beat, was it about 4, was it?
5-1.
Yeah.
Here is Pollock, switches the ball across to Ngakia. There's plenty of grass to move into here, the number 2. Steps back inside and uses Imran Loser, wearing 10. Here is Porteous on the ball, Albion dropping in, letting Watford have it at the back, and Porteous lofts it over the head of Maja, and Fellows across towards Shakva Tante, who's driving forward, a very dangerous player for Watford. He's beaten 2, he's into the penalty area. Shakva Tante rolls it along the floor, and thankfully from an Albion point of view, into the gloves of Alex Palmer. But straight away, inside the opening 17 minutes here, Andy, we can see that Georgi Shakva Tante is Watford's danger man. He wants to carry the ball, and he was too easily allowed to get a shot off there from the edge of the penalty area.
Yeah, he's a good player, isn't he? He looks so comfortable on the ball, receives it anywhere. He can twist into and he can drive with pace. Just off balance when he hit that shot there.
Furlong brings it down on the right-hand side, trying to get Fellows in behind, intercepted though by Morris. And Sissoko, 35 now, Musa Sissoko. Rolls it back to Pollock. Goes to Backman. Backman with a very straight ball down the middle of the pitch. Goes over the head of Vakun Bayo. We need 4 Vakun Bayos to collect that one.
Yeah, he's actually moaning, the goalkeeper, saying, why are you not getting on the end of it? Well, must be seeing something different to us, but you can see Watford are moving up through the gears a little bit the last 10 minutes, and they're just taking control of the game, which, look, you expect. We've just got to weather that, keep compact, and do what we're doing now. Carl Bartley, and Holgate, just keep the ball, get a few passes in, take the sting out of the Watford game.
Well, this is a fixture which usually produces goals, and we could have had 1 at least for each team already in this game so far. Albion have scored exactly 2 in their last 3 meetings with Watford, and Watford have scored in all of their last 9 against the Baggies, notching 15 in total. Both have scored in 4 of the last 5. Sorry, in all of the last 4 and 5 of the last 6. 15 scored in the last 4 games. There we go. All of those stats. Andy would just put the kiss of death on it. 0-0 here.
It's got 0-0 written all over, isn't it?
Here is Hegem towards Karlan Grant on the left-hand side. Hegem turns away from Kwadwo Bart. Hegem turns away again from Bart and clips it forward. Looking for Callum Styles. Jumps here with Sissoko. It's over Sissoko's head, and Maja picks up the loose one for Albion just inside the Watford half. Here now is Karlan Grant. Drives inside away from Sissoko. Grant 30 yards away from goal. Plays it square. Here is Furlong out to the right-hand side, and Fellows is isolated. 1v1 against Morris. What can he produce? Gets to the byline. Cross comes in.
It's not bad.
For Maja. Nods it down, looking for Karlan Grant. Headed away. Comes to Styles, and then lofted over the top of the crossbar by Uros Racic on the edge of the penalty area, who was leaning backwards. But again, it's that combination of the ball out to the right-hand side, Fellows dinking it into Maja at the back post, tried to pick out Karlan Grant, headed away, came as far as Styles, who laid it back to Racic. He couldn't keep the strike down. It remains goalless here at Vicarage Road.
Well, he does brilliant. Maja at the far stick. He's strong, power forward, gets the head on it, heads it back from an excellent cross from Tom Fellows again, as you said. And the ball was, in fairness to Racic there, the ball's fired in from Callum Styles. It's on his weaker left foot. Very, very difficult to score from there, but as you said, leaning back, just gets it wrong. But difficult one to control when it's fired in at that pace.
Here is Bartley, out to the left-hand side. Styles pokes it forward. Karlan Grant.
Oh!
That's a strong challenge.
That's a yellow card.
Sissoko. He's
That's
gone
a
diving
yellow card.
in.
Yeah, it's
he's
yellow.
saying that he's innocent, but the ball was never there to be won in that fashion from Moussa Sissoko. Karlan Grant is down holding his shin, absolutely clattered into by Moussa Sissoko.
It's a strong yellow.
And this will surely be a yellow card for the former France international.
It's a strong yellow, Jez. I mean, it's one of them. He's not gone, he's not left the ground, he's slid along it, but he knew that there was no intention of playing the ball there. He's gone for the man. Karlan Grant, fortunate. He's getting up without any treatment on that one. That could have been very, very nasty.
Well, Moussa Sissoko needs to be careful here. He's walking away from the referee.
Well, he knows.
Gavin Ward.
Yeah. He's done the tackle because he knows Karlan Grant's going to run him, and he don't want that. So he's took him out.
I really do not understand footballers sometimes, Andy. Moussa Sissoko is saying to the referee, you can only imagine, why? Why have I been booked there?
Yeah. He still looks confused as he's walking away. I mean, that's the most bad. If there was a card in between a yellow and a red, that's what it's for. That tackle there, you know, it's blatantly obvious. It's nasty, but not dangerous enough for a red.
Karlan Grant is limping away into the penalty area. Hopefully he will recover well from that challenge from Sissoko. Free kick for the Albion. Callum Styles to take a yard inside from the left flank. Plenty forward here. Everybody back in yellow shirts to defend this set piece. Styles, in it comes towards that near post, and Furlong heads it high into the home stand behind Daniel Bachmann's goal. Clever idea that, looking for that darting run of Furlong at the near post. Caught it too well, looking to glance it over Bachmann there, but made really good contact. Into the stand it goes, it remains goalless.
Karlan Grant's just asked Sissoko, why have you done that? And, you know, they have just shook hands, which is nice to see. But as you said, they're lovely ball in, but Darnell Furlong just getting too much on it, just needs a little glance on that towards goal.
Fantastic player, Moussa Sissoko.
Yeah, he's had a great career, hasn't he?
Tottenham and Newcastle. Always enjoy watching midfielders of his calibre, Andy.
Yeah,
especially when he was younger. Used to pick up the ball, powerhouse in midfield, drive through players like they weren't there. Scored plenty of goals as well for Spurs and Newcastle. In the Watford team. Second spell at Watford here. Moussa Sissoko picks up a yellow card there. And Albion have it on the right-hand side with Jason Malumbi. Drifts a little bit infield now and then goes back out to the right flank where Furlong has it. He plays it in behind. It's a great run from Fellows. Fellows is onto it. Up against Morris. Morris is on the floor. Fellows onto his left foot. Pulls it to the edge of the box. It comes through to Uros Racic, who shoots and tries to find the far corner. And it's wide of Bachmann's far post. Bachmann looked like he had that one covered, but Uros Racic tried his luck, wanted his first Albion goal. He'll have to wait a little bit longer.
Well, it's a fantastic ball to Tom Fellows, and he sits the full-back down, and it's a lovely ball back to Racic. You can see what he's trying to do. He's just trying to go to that far corner. Excellent effort. As you said, I think the keeper probably just had it covered. Yeah, it's a bit wider than I thought, actually.
Sissoko, touch inside there from Ngaki was good. It caught Rakic out, and Chak Vatadze is in behind that man again. Here is Kwadwo Bar, 1v1 against Hegem. Bar on the outside, cross comes into the edge of the 6-yard box. And Mason Holgate with a first-time clearance, but it's straight back from where it came. It's a throw for Watford.
Excellent positioning from Holgate.
Here is Porteous. Now Ngakia gets past Josh Madger. Inside to Imran Louza. And now Pollock inside the centre circle. Every single player on the pitch ahead of him apart from Bachmann. Chak Vatadze again. What a player he looks like.
Oh, he's everywhere, isn't he? Everything that they do, Watford, he's involved in. Excellent player.
Here is Porteous towing the ball away. There's Grant trying to beat Porteous to the ball. Porteous clears it out for a throw. Grant didn't want a second clattering in the space of 2 minutes.
No, just could he have got there, Colin? And I think he's still feeling the knock a little bit. Had he been 100%, I think he just gets a toe on that. And then Watford are in real trouble, especially in the form he's in.
Here's Hegem, throws it inside to Karlan Grant, scored against Watford in the 1-1 home draw in August 2022. That was the game where Ismaila Sarr lobbed David Button from his own half.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
So does David Button. Here is Jason Malumbi. Here is Furlong in behind. It's another good ball in behind Morris to Fellows. Fellows pulls it back to the penalty spot, but again it's a Watford man that's there first. And the hosts are able to clear, but that's 3 times now that Albion have got in behind Morris down the flank, with Fellows getting the ball in.
Yeah, he's got the better of him every time. I think there, can Tom get his head up? Because he's got 2 players in the box. I know what he likes, that cut back. It's like the John Swift position, I call it, where he just hovers out. But that time he's got Madja and Carlin Grant sniffing around the 6-yard box. Just fizz it across.
Here's Pollock. To Porteous.
Nick it
across towards Quadro Bart. Runs everywhere, this boy, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's decent.
Racic sticks close to him this time. It comes to Porteous, hits it long, flicked over the top by Sissoko, plays a 1-2 with Vacuum Bayo. Sissoko in behind into the penalty area. Here's Bayo on the right-hand side. Oh, he's gone past Holgate. Bayo onto his left foot, backwards to Sissoko, lofts it in towards the back post, and Malumbi heads it away. Finds Carlan Grant, who is dispossessed by Quadro Bar. Bayo, edge of the box, very crowded. Shakvatante over to the left-hand side. Morris tries to hang it in, cleared by Bartley, hits Torbjorn Hegem, and Bartley clears it away towards Tom Fellows. Watford win it again. Here is Loser, left-hand side of the penalty area, clips it in towards Bar, headed away, and Madja receives it this time for Albion, and Uros Racic plays it over the top. He's cleared the danger.
Yeah, he's got no other option. He's got no other option there, Racic. He's got to clear it. Under immense pressure there from Watford. Lands him off Madja. He's got no forward player. Just got to hit a grass. He does exactly that.
Shakvatadze to Loser. Here is Pollock. Now Morris trying to turn away from Darnell Furlong. The ball runs on past him. Sorry, it wasn't Morris, it was Rocco Vata. A throw to West Bromwich Albion. Well, this game has given us everything we expected it to in the opening 27 minutes. Both teams going at it, both teams with chances. Watford full of energy. Albion trying to get the ball out wide to Tom Fellows.
Excellent
an entertaining start, Andy.
It has been an excellent game. Really, really enjoying this one. As you said, it's 2 teams that you can hardly split them in the league, and the stats are very, very similar as well. But
Styles down the line. Only as far as Sissoko though. Grant nowhere near it. Sissoko goes back to Backman. Backman clears it. Bartley wins that duel.
It's a lovely touch.
Malumbi flicks it over the top, and Madja nods it down.
Oh, what a ball!
Malumbi plays it in behind. Right-hand side of the penalty area is Tom Fellows. Waits for reinforcements. 3 in blue and white stripes in the box now. Malumbi dinks it in, looking for Madja. It's headed away, and it comes out to this left-hand side. It's picked up by Callum Styles. Has Hegem behind him. Styles uses Hegem. Hegem up against Bar. Hegem with a step over, goes past Ngakia, tries to get the cross in, but Quadro Bar with a strong challenge intercepts it for Watford, and now Shakvatadze tries to get past Racic, and Racic using his strength this time against the Georgian international. Back to Bartley, and Bartley uses Palmer.
Excellent play. I questioned Racic before the game, said it was a big game for him. Hasn't really done what I think he can do. He's certainly doing it this afternoon, having an excellent game. But again, we get out with Tom Fellows. We've got to get one, haven't we? We've got to put that ball in and get one. That's a lovely run from Carlan Grant. He gets used.
Ball over the top towards Callum Styles. Yeah. It skips away from him, though.
Carlan Grant's right. He's asking the question. He's made a great run, Carlan Grant. But what Jason Malumbi's done, he's used that run to try and hit Callum Styles, and it hasn't quite come off. Could Jason just have slid Carlan in there, direct onto goal?
Well, Watford, they are unbeaten in 5. Drawn their last 2, though, against sides that are down near the bottom end of the division. Drew 0-0 here against QPR in their last home match, and then drew 1-1 at Hull on Wednesday as Carlan Grant hits a fortuitous effort towards goal from 30 yards. Backman didn't need to get anywhere near that.
He was near the corner flag when he saved that.
A television save from the Austrian. Could have let that one go. Couldn't have had his bearings right there, Andy. That one was going well wide. It was closer to the
corner of the 6-yard box.
6-yard box in the goal. Watford have won it back, though. Now they try and come forward. Bar is caught by Racic. Racic plays it forward. It looked like Racic took the ball there. The referee was the wrong side of play. And Bar is down on the floor. And Watford get a free kick. He may well have caught the back of Bar's heel. On first glance, though, it looked like he took the ball, Andy. We may be wrong, of course.
I don't know.
Not that you are very often.
I was once back in 1978. No, he doesn't touch him. In fact, Bar kicks out, and that's what it is. He kicks out at him.
Just seen that effort back from Carlan Grant. That
He's near the corner flag when he saves it. Should be handball.
Not really sure why Daniel Bachmann decided to do that, but my only guess, Andy, is that he...
Well, he's lost where he is on the pitch, yeah.
I like seeing stuff like that on the pitch, so that's what makes football great.
Yeah.
Imran Louza to take this free kick for Watford, just inside the Albion half. Louza, it's a clever little dink ball down the right channel, one for Vacuum Bio to chase. He's got Hegem with him. Vacuum Bio was very clever there, poked it into the legs of Torbjorn Hegem, waited for him to get closer and closer, and then just clipped it up against the Norwegian. And it ricochets behind for a corner kick to Watford, defending for the Baggies to do here on the half-hour mark at Vicarage Road.
That's why they do it well, Watford. They're getting them wide positions. They've got pace, they've got power. They try and exploit us at the back, but so far we've done very well. Hegem, Holgate, all being marshalled and shepherded by the skipper, Carl Bartley.
Left.
Oh, it's not bad.
Footed corner, taken by Louza, up into the air it goes. Albion haven't quite cleared it. It's hooked back in towards the edge of the 6-yard box by Bart. Tom Fellows gets a toe on it. Comes as far as Louza again, 30 yards away from goal. Shakbatadze back to Ngakia. Ngakia across to the left-hand side. Here now is Rocco Vata. Will have a run at Darnell Furlong. Tries to get on the outside. Vata is pulled backwards towards Sissoko. Takes a deflection and Louza will hit it on the half volley. And it flies over the top of Alex Palmer's crossbar into the Albion fans behind the stand to our right-hand side, but Watford again trying to use the wings to get some joy out of this Albion back five.
Well, it's a vicious corner, isn't it? Right on the money, and we defend it very, very well, got to say.
Here's Karlan Grant keeping the ball safe away from Ryan Porteous. Back to Hegem it goes. Hegem clips it into midfield and only finds Imran Louza. Classy footballer, Imran Louza.
Yeah, he is.
Trying to dictate the game here for Watford. Three very impressive midfielders with Sissoko, albeit a 35-year-old Moussa Sissoko, Georgi Shakvatadze and Imran Louza.
Yeah, they've got a nice
Plenty
balance.
of quality in this Watford team. You can see why they're challenging for a place in the top 6 this season. Here is Louza. Finally got some stability as well with Tom Cleverley, and stability is not a word that anyone has been able to
no, not at all.
pair up with Watford in recent years. There is Malumbi, heads it forward. Comes back at him by Jeremy Ngakia. Malumbi forward towards Madja. Madja over the top. Porteous and Pollock have to defend it. Pollock heads it away. Comes as far as Morris on the left-hand side, and he finds Shakvatadze. And this is where Watford have been dangerous in this game. When he has it facing Palmer's goal, driving forward, plays it to the left-hand side. Vata back to the Georgia international, down the line towards Morris, in line with the edge of the penalty area, 5 yards in from the left-hand touchline. It's backwards towards Pollock. Pollock plays it square, and Ngakia now central position out towards Kwadwo Bar. He's 1v1 with Styles, and Styles wins it.
Go on.
Space to move into. Bar has slipped over. There is Styles, runs into Ngakia.
Oh, here we go.
And there's Malumbi sliding in with
Louza
Louza.
didn't fancy that, did he?
Malumbi screaming at Callum Styles. Louza jumped over Malumbi there.
I saw Jason coming and thought, no, thank you. But yeah, Jason Malumbi just having a pop at Callum Styles. I mean, it's a mistake from him. He just takes a heavy touch, but you know, could he just have checked out and kept the ball? I think that's probably what Jason's saying. Wears his heart on his sleeve when he plays the game.
And Shakvatadze. Louza again towards the Watford left-hand side. Just inside the Albion half, back to the halfway line now, and Pollock sprays it across towards Ngakia. Karlan Grant forces him inside instead of forward, screening off the ball into midfield. Ryan Porteous finds Ngakia once again. Ngakia tries to lift it over the top towards Kwadwo Bar. Intercepted here by Callum Styles, and it falls to the feet of Torbjorn Hegem. Here is Hegem, 3 yellow shirts around him.
That's the ball.
And Hegem plays it in
That's
behind.
the ball.
It's a great-looking ball for
Unlucky.
Karlan Grant, but
Unlucky.
again, it skips off the surface and runs behind. No other option there, really, for Torbjorn Hegem.
No option at all, Jez. We never had anyone, even Madja had come deep. Karlan Grant recognises that, and he runs in behind the fullback, and it's nearly a great pass.
Here is Pollock on the edge of his own penalty area. Imran Louza back to Ryan Porteous, former Hibernian man. Now Louza again. Over to the left-hand side, picked up by Morris. Morris plays it through to Shakvatadze, goes through the legs of Mason Holgate, drives up towards the edge of the box, lays it left. Rocco Vata now, 3 in yellow inside the box, in it comes, nodded towards goal, and nodded into the bottom corner. by the man who gets his 8th goal of the season. Vakun Bayo rose highest in between the penalty spot and the edge of the 6-yard box. And it's Watford who take the lead 10 minutes before the break at Vicarage Road. Bayo on target.
Well, it was that man again, wasn't it? Great play when he drives in, he spins it wide, I think, to Mata, and it's a lovely ball in. He just gets up, and as soon as it leaves his head, you know, it's a lovely turn. He puts it through Holgate's legs. Lovely little reverse ball out. This is difficult to defend. It's flat, it's pacey, and as soon as it leaves his head, you know it's ended up in the back of the net. You know, we can't lose confidence. We've got to keep going. We're still in this game. But you have felt that might be coming for a little while, that.
It's a really good header.
Yeah, it is.
From Vakun Bayo, the Ivorian international. Great dink delivery. And Bayo still had to generate plenty of power on that header. Down into the ground, he glanced it. And Palmer sprawling away to his left-hand side. Just couldn't quite reach it. And Albion will have to come from behind against a Watford team who have only dropped 2 points from winning positions so far this season. They make it very difficult for teams when going ahead, and they're very difficult to beat here at Vicarage Road. Remember, 15 unbeaten. Albion have to stick in this one, Andy.
Yeah,
not get too disheartened, otherwise Watford have the ability to run away with it.
Yeah, they do. This Watford team can really turn the screw. We've got to keep our heads up, believe in what we're doing, because otherwise the game's done. It's going to be very, very difficult to go and win the game from this position, but there's still a draw out there, which is more than achievable for our team.
Bartley finds Fellows with a searching ball across to that right-hand side. Fellows drifts infield, uses Callum Styles. Styles goes back out to the right. Hegham's in plenty of space here on this left-hand channel.
He is, yeah.
If Bartley can find him. Bartley goes back central to Uros Racic. Here is Darnell Furlong. Furlong forward. Remember, Albion just one defeat in 10 away games. No side in the division has lost fewer games on their travels than Albion. They have fallen behind in games this season and come back to get points as well. You think of QPR on the opening day, Andy.
Yep.
Came back to win that one.
Look, we can do it again today. I mean, the stats say it's going to be difficult, and it is going to be difficult, but as much as their stats are good for their home record, our away stats are very, very good as well, and we've just got to believe in that and, you know, keep in the game.
Here is Malumbi, drives forward, drives into the space that Watford have afforded the Irishman. Here is Furlong, tries to play it round the corner of Rocco Vata. He intercepts it, comes off his toe, and it will be a throw for Albion inside the middle of the Watford half on the right-hand side in front of the Graham Taylor stand. This is a ground where you see pictures of Graham Taylor and Elton John everywhere you go. Here is Callum Styles, and it was in front of the Graham Taylor stand that cross from Morris was headed in by Bayo. But again, Andy, we spoke about it previously. It was Shaq Vitadze receiving the ball in the final third, and he pops it past Holgate.
Yeah.
That's where the goal came from. He is crucial to them.
Oh, he's instrumental in everything they do. And here he is again.
Turns past Racic, runs into Malumbi, but beats Malumbi in the challenge. Bayo towards Shaq Vitadze. Furlong steps in, and Shaq Vitadze is just trodden on the top of Darnell Furlong's boot there. It will be a free kick to Albion. They need to get a handle on Shaq Vitadze.
Yeah, he's causing all kinds of trouble in there. Well, they have got the 3 in there against our 2. You know, we're asking Callum Styles to come inside and make up a 3, and Darnell Furlong on the other side. But you know, that's a very strong, very balanced 3 in the middle of the pole.
Again, that was a short pass to Kyle Bartley. Bartley saying, "Come on, it must be better." And then Callum Styles fouls Quadro Bart just inside the Albion half to the right-hand side of centre.
He likes a roll, doesn't he?
Quadro Bart was caught there by Styles.
Yeah, he was.
Must have been a painful one for him based on how he's reacted to that challenge.
What, the 7 rollovers?
Free kick to the home team. 5 minutes to go until the break. They'll be on the hunt for a second.
Oh, they will. They smell blood, this Watford side. As you said, they've progressed so much this season.
Jeremy Ngakia to take. Albion have everyone back to defend it apart from Josh Madger. There is Ngakia. Lofts it in towards the penalty area, nodded forward there by Pollock. No Watford player could get on the second ball, and Palmer has it. He throws it out towards Callum Styles, brings it down and gives it to Torbjorn Hegem, but plays it behind Hegem. Hegem inside to Uros Rakic, and then backwards to Kyle Bartley. Since that Watford goal, it has been the home team in the ascendancy. They've been trying to find their feet again in this encounter. It's played out to the right-hand side, and Karlan Grant has drifted over that side to help Tom Fellows. They've been looking a little light on the left channel, but they're attacking with plenty of bodies down the right-hand side for now. Fellows back inside to Jason Malumbi, 15 yards inside the Watford half, trying to edge ever closer up towards the edge of the penalty area. Here is Fellows, finds Malumbi. Malumbi inside. Here's Karlan Grant. Karlan Grant shooting towards goal, and it's parried away by Daniel Bachmann. I don't think anybody expected him to shoot from there. Josh Madger was with him inside the penalty area.
Well, it shows the confidence he's in at the moment, Karlan Grant. I mean, it's the tightest angle as you like. Why not?
Here is Malumbi. Tries a diagonal ball towards Fellows, who cushions it backwards to Darnell Furlong. It's on the halfway line now with Mason Holgate. Holgate looking for a midfield man. Finds Malumbi. Outside of the boot ball to Torbjorn Hegem. 3 minutes to go until the break. Albion trailing by a Vakun Bayo header to 0. Here is Rakic. To Furlong. And backwards now to Mason Holgate. Holgate has Kyle Bartley inside the centre circle. Bartley for the backies. Grant back to Bartley again. There is Callum Styles. Albion being patient with it.
Yeah, don't mind
around
that.
the halfway line mark. Then Holgate over the top towards Grant. Hegem will take over. Hegem actually leaves it for Karlan Grant. In line with the penalty spot on the left-hand side. Grant drifts in towards the penalty area into Callum Styles. Styles across goal, and it flashes wide of the far post. Great play between Grant and Styles. Styles' first-time effort across the face of goal, and it whistles just wide as Carlos Corbrand's men seek out an equaliser before the break.
Well, it's excellent play. It's a lovely ball to Karlan Grant. And he plays a lovely little pass inside to Callum Styles. You can see the frustration on his face. He knows he should be working the goalkeeper for there, but it's so close. He fires it with his left foot into the bottom corner, or towards the bottom corner of the goal, sorry. So close to the equaliser. Excellent bit of play.
There is Bachmann, and a big kick forward. Header won by Jason Malumbi. Fellows jumps with Shaq Vitadze, and the Georgian has pushed Tom Fellows. Wasn't much in that, Andy.
I didn't see a lot in it, to be honest, and I would be the first one to jump on it usually, but the referee obviously sees something. It's wasted.
The ball over the top, looking for Grant, headed away by Porteous.
And
then Madger is pushed over. Combination there, I think, of Louza and Sissoko. Free kick to Albion. Best part of 30 yards, maybe even 30 yards plus. Away from goal, it's about 5 or 10 yards left of centre. Into the final 120 seconds of this first half. Can they find a leveller?
Well, not direct from this, I wouldn't imagine. Like you said, it's a good 35 yards out. But we've got the big boys up there. Can one of them go and get the head on it? What a great time to score an equaliser.
Callum Styles over it, dinks it in left-footed towards that back post, looking for Bartley, headed away by Pollock, up into the air. Then Louza wins it up against Malumbi. It's poked back to Styles by Holgate. Styles towards the right-hand side, couldn't find anyone. And cleared away here by Vakun Bayo, the goal scorer. Rocco Vata keeps the ball safe, and then clipped over the top by Morris, looking for Bayo, but he can't get anywhere near it, and Mason Holgate picks it up. Here is Styles. Styles on the ball for Albion. Uses Karlan Grant. Grant will try and attack the space. Watford dropping a little bit deeper now. They want to protect this lead that they've got going into the half-time interval. Uros Rakic goes to the left-hand side. Here is Kyle Bartley. Looking for an Albion man. Goes backwards to Rakic. It's all gone quite quiet inside the Vic.
Yeah, it has. And don't forget, I mean, we've been 1-0 up loads of times in games, and we've always said it's not enough, it's not enough. This is exactly the same scenario, but just flipped over this time. In Watford, they know that 1-0 is not going to be enough with the players and the quality we have.
There's Hegem in behind to Callum Styles. Flag stays down. Styles is barged off the ball by Sissoko, and fairly.
Yeah, I don't think that's
and then Sissoko gives it away. Then Sissoko wins it back off Karlan Grant. Shaq Vitadze. It's a strong challenge from Hegem in behind. Albion win the throw. Hegem into Racic, boos from the home fans in front of us. Play continues, Racic, here's Grant, edge of the penalty area, gets past one, pokes it through to Styles, he's in the penalty area, Styles to Maja, lays it back to Grant. Grant just couldn't sort his feet out quick enough and ends up passing it into the goalkeeper, Daniel Bachmann. That's a great chance.
It's a fantastic chance. He just kind of stumbles onto it, Karlan Grant. He's sat on the pitch in despair. It's a lovely bit of play by him initially. It comes to Callum Styles, and what about that for a pass? And it just comes back to him, and he can't get his feet up and down. What a fantastic opportunity to go in 1-1. He kind of just stumbles on the ball. And of all the players you'd wanted to land to, it'd either be Karlan Grant or Josh Maja, and it does. We still can't put it in the net.
Well, that is Albion's best chance of this game by far. And it fell to one of the two men, like AJ says, that you'd really want it to fall to. Unfortunately for Karlan Grant, who's been so good this season, just couldn't quite sort his feet out quick enough to get a powerful enough connection on that. Here's Kwadwo Bart on the left-hand side. Callum Styles wins it back, plays it in field, but there is